How's it going, everybody? Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thanks for being here. Woo! Feels good to be back. I feel like I haven't had a regular decent stream in a while. Still working the bugs out up there at the Hoobit house, but here we are at home. And how does this look and sound today? Because I did make a pretty major change. I'll tell you about it in a second after I get some feedback. Chris was first, and Victor and Rich and Vanessa and Robert. Nina, and how's it going, everybody? Some call it fun. How you been? Nicolas, Nicolau, Barry. Thanks for being here, you guys. Ole, Seth, Tony, Alex. Awesome. Can anybody tell me if it's possible to have Google TTS play a sound effect instead of a comment? I don't think you would use text to speech for that. I don't think you would. You're talking about like a sound effect like or something like that. Finally, I know. I'm so sorry, Gary. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I think instead of text to speech, you'd use something else. Finally caught a stream. I did this later in the day just for you, John. Just for you and Gary. Finally. What else? What would you guys say for Chris? If you wanted to play a sound effect, it used to be a way to just play a file. Let's see, what was it? Wouldn't use text to speech. You know, you pick some local media here. I don't have anything, but you pick some local media and just play it out the media player. But you want to play it out of your Google Home, right? I can't remember now how to do that. You want to use Home Assistant, Chris, or are you just bypassing Home Assistant completely and just going for a sound effect out of your Google Home? You want Home Assistant to trigger a sound effect from your Google Home. Here we go. Tony's got the answer. I have an MP3 in my www folder. That's right, and play that via a script and automation. You know what? In this Home Assistant, I probably don't have anything in my www folder. Let's see. Best way to get there. Studio. Isn't this amazing? We're squirreling already. We're already off it. Oh, is this my secrets? Did I open up my secrets? No, but there it is. You see that? You see how fast we almost got that? Almost got busted big time. All right, www folder, bar card, button card. Yeah, so I don't even have any sound. I don't even have any sounds in there. I have some sounds here. Let's see if we can play with this for a minute, because this is important. This is good stuff. Sound bites. Oh yeah, we're gonna need something like this. This will be a good one. I wonder if I can just drag and drop in here. Can I do that? Sweet. Okay. Nobody likes you .wave. Can it play a .wave? Let's go to media. Let's go to local media, music. Oh, come on. Is that not where it lives? Is that not where the local media lives? Or do I have to, if I put something in there, do I have to restart it? Oh no, here doesn't work on bot spam. Oh, you know what I don't see? I don't see anybody from Twitch. Oh, hold on. We got a problem. We got a problem. Let's see if we can fix this. Yeah, and I'm not surprised to see that some bots are messed up. There's several things that are probably going to be a little bit messed up today. I'll explain why here in a second, because I'm already all over the place. Where's my chat? Home. Studio. Come on now. It says I'm live. Restream chat, dude. Restream chat. Yeah. Again. Sometimes I have to open up the restream chat first. That didn't do it. Oh, there I am. Let's see. Team. Events. Maybe it's under events. No, video storage. So weird. Where did it go? It should be like a studio. This is the studio. Oh, now I'm opening Restream Studio. Oh dear. No, it's not what I want to do. Maybe I already have the thing here. Restream chat app. Yeah. See if this will make it work. And Sir Goodenough's not here. He's usually one of the main troubleshooting dudes for us on this stuff. And I don't know if I remember my password or not. Oh yeah, bus. Bus. It went away. Why so hard? Why so hard? Oh, what now? Slash here is not working. You did it in Discord? So, because the slash here is for Discord. So here's what happened. So it started because Blade, who is our bot master, has been working on a way to make it so you can spend the points, the stream points that you get for watching. Because a lot of you have thousands of cashews, I think was what the vote came out as to decide to call them. So you have thousands of cashews to spend. But we haven't really had anything to spend them on. And Blade found a way to link a couple of APIs and make it so that you could activate animations on the screen. That's pretty cool, right? So instead of me pushing the button, to make the squirrel pop out, somebody else could activate a thing to make something happen on the screen. And we'll fine tune that once we get it 100% working. But one of the big problems was the software that I was using to stream was Streamlabs OBS. And Streamlabs OBS would not allow this interaction to happen. And so Blade suggested that I switch or look into switching. And as I started looking into switching from Streamlabs OBS to just plain OBS, I realized Streamlabs OBS was kind of garbage, kind of a mess. And it has been them as a company, they've been doing some not very cool things to OBS and to other developers of free software. And so it seemed like a good idea to go ahead and make the switch. And so I've been working this week on making the switch. So I made the switch, but I think what we're seeing here with the note when it says Hive says there's no stream active, it's because the stream key that I'm using or the link maybe that was in Hive is probably looking for what I was doing from Streamlabs and not linked to what I'm doing right now. So anyways, we'll get it sorted out. It's good to know that there was a problem, but we'll get it sorted out. Sorry that it's a mess today, but it looks like we are getting Twitch. We are getting a little bit of stuff now. We got a little bot stuff happening here, and we got some Twitch viewers, so that's great. Twitch people in the chat, that's great. I stream with NVIDIA Shadowplay. Stream gaming stuff, yeah. This is just regular OBS. My observation is that people usually recommend OBS over Streamlabs OBS. Yeah, Jawbreaker, I think you're right. And I'm there now. This is now Streamlabs. I've set aside Streamlabs OBS. There's a couple of things that are going to take a little bit of working out, but I think not too bad. Have to reset from Switch the keys. Oh yeah, probably, or from Twitch. Yeah, that's probably right. Yep. So I'll do that. I'll do that with Sir Goodenuff and Blade and whoever else is willing and able to help when we get offline. But anyway, so the question was local media. My stuff's not in here. Do I need? Maybe is it because that file needs to be in a music folder? www. No. Where does that stuff go? I don't even know. Let's just do a little bit of investigation here. We're gonna go. This is not at all what's in the description of the video. Who's surprised? Home Assistant music folder, maybe. How to play MP3 from media browser folder. Boom. Gosh, Google is amazing. What did we do before? Trying to play an MP3 stored in media folder, but I don't know how to play the MP3 on the Google Mini speaker. Is this you? Was this you, Chris? Content type music. Oh, let's see. Whenever I call this service developer tool, nothing's happening. Home Assistant. Allow list external directories / media. Okay. That didn't solve the issue. Bummer. Not sure this is right. I have the same issue. I can't figure out how I can get the MP3 to play, but I know that if you do it manually, you can play it. So no reason why it should not work automatically. Where does he put those files though? Same problem. MP3s, really disappointing, running the same issue. There's going to be a way to fix this. Open Home Assistant Media Browser. Choose Player. Select Web Browser. Open Dev Console in the browser. Go to Network tab. Select the media you want to play. Once it starts playing, check the Network tab. Copy the URL. And that's your media ID. So it looks like this. Oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. All right. Let's just do this for fun. We're going to go choose the Player web browser. Open the Dev Console on the browser. And then the Network tab. Okay, so we're gonna go back here to the media browser or media player, media here, and then we're gonna go to the. Oh wait, this is the browser, right? Or select. Wait, yeah, I already did that. Didn't I already do that? I already decided. Oh, off a speaker, select the web browser from the media player. That's what you gotta do. And then where's that? What is the button for the dev to get this thing to open up? Open dev tools. How do you open the dev tools? Shift J. Control Shift J. You guys already put all that in there? F12 does it? Oh, okay, good. Managed to catch you live for the first time for a few months. How's it going, Brendan? No, that's not me. Do I have set stream mode? Why do you for in what? Sure. I think it's I think the bot is triggered by I think what it is something in Twitch that's not triggered. Because are you talking about in Discord? Am I set to stream mode? I don't think that's what does it. Actually, it turns out Discord wasn't open. Not that that matters on my end. Yeah, I'll check and see. I'll open it right now and check and see. All right, so F12. Right. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna go to F12, and then where did it say the network tab? Network. Network tab, select the media you want to play. Once it starts playing, check the network tab. Okay, so then you got to go here and select the media that you want to play, which I'm not able to do right here. But then this would give you where it is. I'm going to drop this in the chat. Chris, you can look at this and see. Local media, upload a song. So you can upload from here, right? Where do you upload here? Local media. Manage. That's where it is. Add media. There you go. Gosh, why is it got to be so hard? So you know why it's hard? Because I'm doing things the old way. Old, wrong way. And I should like load up all these songs, huh? These are all just short. We'll get it. We'll definitely do a few. We'll do this one. We'll just play with this one for now. Okay, great. Could you guys hear that? Could you hear that? I don't know if my audio sources are good or not. Who would have guessed it'd be so hard to play a sound? All right, so then if we're here, we open up this tab. We go to if we play this song. Okay, so that is the address, right? Copy, add link address. So then that's the thing that you put in here for the media content ID. You put that in here, and then it will play as part of an automation. You didn't hear it? Okay. I wonder. That's weird. Oh, I bet. audio. I'll have to figure that out again. You didn't hear it? Anyways, it was just Gollum saying nobody likes you. You don't have any friends. Nobody likes you. So Chris, you got that now. You got this thing, and we kind of just showed you once you have it playing in the media browser here, you're looking for a chime to play when the door is open. I mean, you could do this. I don't know, maybe if that's not the easiest way to do it. I don't know. You definitely want, I mean, this is the action part of your automation. You'll make an automation, and the service will be media player play media. You'll need the content ID, which if it's a file that's on your hard drive, then that's what I just got out of this network tab here in the developer console. That just is the path to that file. Content type, music, because it's an MP3 file, and then the entity ID is where you want it to play. So this one that in this example is a Google Home. So that helps, right? That helps. Okay. So back to the beginning. Let's start at the beginning. Way back at the beginning. Best local integration for sun sick inverters. This will work. Thanks. Awesome. 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 Oh, Vanessa's here. You're first. Yes. Good job. You did it. Don't anybody tell her. Don't tell her we've been here for 15 minutes already. She was here too, so she knows. I know. Sun sick inverters. I don't know, but I could talk to you about my inverter up at the Hobbit house. Whobbit. Do you want to get sued? Anyone able to play notification MP3 sound through Elegoo? We were starting over. Oh, right. We were starting over. See, you're so sharp. You're so sharp. I don't know anything about this and Home Assistant. Does anybody else? What I will show you though, we're gonna talk about the wHobbit-Hole. Here's something. Home Assistant component for Solar Man collectors used with a variety of inverters, including this one. Home Assistant Solar Man. Why don't you check this one out? Sometimes that's what I do here on the stream. This is a stream where I Google things I don't know the answer to. And then, sometimes you need that. Sometimes, it's a matter of knowing the right things to search for. This is the preferred method, but Installation Hacks, it says this is the preferred method, but doesn't tell you what to do. But it should be fine. It's probably just listed in the Hacks store as Solar Man. Solar Man integration. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they use mine. Okay, so let me show you some cool things, all right? One of the things I'll show you is, we'll start with this because this will make sense. We'll go with the Home Assistant, the wHobbit-Hole Hole Assistant. This is Hole Assistant, which sounds worse than it is. Nothing dirty. But this is Hole Assistant. And now I did do this animated background again because I thought it was kind of fun. But right now the white text you can't really see. And I do want to show you that I did a couple of themes. I uploaded a couple themes that are really cool. This one that I'm using is Metro Green. And the Metro Green does this when you open it. This is why I like them. They do this glow around the box when you open up a box. That's why I'm using that Metro Green, because it opens this box, the boxes with a thing around them like that. So pretty sweet. I should probably though go in and turn off a lot of this animated background stuff. I mean, it's cool, but it's not really working since I can't see very well. Can I just comment it out? I don't know if that'll work in this. I don't think it will. I'll just have to cut it out for now. All right. It's just kind of plain. Like, I need a little something back there. That part's cool though. And there's others. And these themes are made by Juan, you know, oh, what's his channel now? Juan something T, like Juan M Tech. That's what it is. Juan M Tech. You can do blue and stuff, blue or green or whatever. But we need a background image. Like, I don't like that it's just black, but I love that glow. Isn't that cool? So cool. Anywho's, okay. So going back to this integration stuff. So when we are looking at the Hobbit house, what we can see here is I have my power usage on here now. Now this is because up there at the Hobbit house, I've got the Emporia power monitor hooked up. So I can see how much power total we've used today. That was how much total we used yesterday, which was a lot because Janice and her friends were up there and they were running hot tub and some things. But we can see what we're currently using right at this moment. Look at that. A couple times they were using 8,000. You can't do that. What were they doing? Good gravy. No wonder the batteries are dead. Jeez. Anyways, they probably turned on, they had the heat on and they turned the jets on. That's what they did. Ugh. Anyways, okay. So anyways, I've got the ability now to at least monitor how much power is being used up there, right? Where can you find that theme? Hacks. It's in the Home Assistant Community Store, and it's under, I don't know if this is really technically a squirrel. I mean, technically it's a squirrel, right? That's a lot of lights. 8 kilowatt, man. It's because they, like I said, she's running the, anyways. Oh, there's updates. There's updates. But if you go here to Hacks, the Home Assistant Community Store, front end, and then if you look for, I just look for themes, and I think it's these right here, Meteorology, Metro plus Fluent. mmakes, that's 1M Tech, I believe. Is that the one? Is this the one? Maybe, is this the one? Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. These are the ones. So Meteorology or Metrology for Home Assistant. That's what it's called, Metrology. 4 themes, easy to add colors, light and dark, applicable to more info dialogues, setting screens, and more. Yeah, pretty cool. I like it. I like it mucho. I'll update it later. And I'll know, I need to just set a static background, at least something cool that I like back there. Okay. Heaters. Hey, how's it going, Rob? Heaters get you every time. Oh, look, Rob, this is from you, dude. Remember when we were talking about doing, and several of you guys were helping out, but Rob made the video, right? So he gets all the credit. That's how it works in this industry. So the water heater up there, right? I got a hot water heater and I did the same thing that Rob did. I was on the verge of using just a 30 amp relay because I didn't know any better, which is typically how I learn things. So I had this 30 amp relay and thought, okay, that'll work. I'll just cut one phase of the 240 and that'll be fine. And then Rob did his video and he used a contactor and hooked it up to a Shelly. So I did the same thing. It works perfectly. So right now it's off, but when I want it on, I can turn it on. And as soon as I turn it on, you'd see this thing jump to 4,000 watts that it'd be using at that moment. But yeah, I can do it from here now. I can sit right here and watch it. Isn't that awesome? So the other piece of this now, the other piece of this is the solar up there. Now, you know that I've got the ability to monitor my solar stuff down here because I use a solar edge inverter here at the house. Now, hindsight, 2020 and all that, I should have just used the same equipment up there. I don't know why I would have thought that I needed to do something different, but apparently I thought I needed to do something different. So I, instead of using a solar edge inverter up there, I'm using, oh, I don't remember what the inverter name is. This is not the inverter. This is actually the charge controller. And it's a Midnight charge controller, which is a pretty popular one, pretty popular brand, Midnight. So it's a Midnight 150 charge controller. And it is able to connect to this website interface. And that's like it. Well, that's all it's sort of advertised to do. That's all it will tell you that it's going to be able to do is this right here. So that's kind of okay. I mean, the important stuff here is that it gives me the battery voltage and it gives me the solar array voltage. It does tell me the purple line is telling me when it's adding charge. So it's telling me how many amps it's charging at. So right now it is sort of charging a little bit. It's charging at about 8 amps. There's times when it's really like the batteries are dead and the sun is full blown. You can see how the charge went today from dead batteries. Sun comes up, boom, right up to what it can do 90 amps. And I think it got to about 70, I think was the highest number that I saw, maybe 70 amps. Hard to see over there, but 70 amps. Anyways, this is not great way to use the data, right? As long as you don't have Tesla solar. My experience has been so bad. No kidding. Whoa. We bought a Tesla. Did I tell you that? Bought a used Tesla for Janice. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother squirrel in and of itself. That's interesting, though, that the Tesla experience has been bad. That's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. What I've done up there is all DIY, but it's been fine. It's been fine. I'm not going to complain. It's been fine. It's just been a learning curve. Anywho, what I decided to do was I thought, Midnight is a pretty popular brand. And of course, there isn't anything directly connecting it to Home Assistant currently, but I did find this. And this is a, let's see what my wife is texting about. Oh, this is a fella who had the same thing that I have, a Midnight Classic. That's what it's called. The Midnight Classic is the charge controller. And he figured out that it can output to Modbus. I don't know what that means, but basically he has taken an ESP32 and made a bridge between the ESP. Wait, where is it? Is this it? Yeah, he's made a bridge between the Midnight Classic charge controller and MQTT. And that's all I need. And he went ahead and did some other things. Like he's got an Android app and he's got InfluxDB and Grafana and all that. Great. But he also has Home Assistant. Or not has Home Assistant, but he has a method for, or just basically spells out that how you can do it. But basically, of course, it's MQTT, right? Anything you can get in MQTT, once you get to MQTT, getting it into Home Assistant is a piece of cake. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to load this sketch that he's written here onto an ESP32, park it up there at the house, connect it to connect it to Home Assistant up there. And why is it giving me so much grief? It's not giving me the right pages with the instructions because I was looking at it earlier and it didn't look quite like this. ESP32, no, that's not right. Wait. No. Anyways, it's going to get it into MQTT. So what that will mean is I will be able to have much better interface. Basically, I'll be able to grab these few things and push it out. It's a shame you can't just scrape the web API. Yeah, and I looked through the frequently asked questions to see if there was some way, and I don't know, what they make available or what they don't, or I certainly don't have the skills to do that. Again, maybe it's something on the developer page. Maybe if I opened up the developer page, maybe it would give us some of the clues. But if this guy's got this ESP32 sketch that'll just get it from, it interacts with the charge controller via Modbus and then outputs to MQTT, I'm golden. That's all I need. That'll give me exactly what I need, and I'll be happy and happy and happy. Update IoT stack build stack. So I had found some other, I found a different, I wouldn't say it was a different page, but it was a different, where he actually had some instructions and some stuff. I don't understand where that went, or why it's not here. It used to be over here. Oh, it's on the wiki. I'm an idiot. There it is. Well, you all know I'm an idiot. For what it's worth, it still surprises me sometimes when I idiot myself. Huh? Do I have any Dig Quads? Yes, Gary. Yes, I do. Although right now, as of right now, the Dig Quads, I think the only ones I have left are the wired versions. But I am also getting another batch of the external antenna Dig Quads in the next few days. Finally. Quindor's here. You'll need some extra hardware to connect to Modbus. I mean, I don't know how he does this. He gets the firmware. I think it connects over the, I think this, I mean, I don't know Modbus. I don't even know what that is or what it means, but it seemed to me that the information that this controller makes available, it makes available just on a port. So as long as I've got the, right here, so as long as I've got the IP address of the classic, which is the charge controller, that's the port, and there's a basic, a simple user password for all of the classics when you start. And I guess you could change it if you want. Right here, admin, and then the password is classic MQTT. I think that's it, right? Configure page. Yeah. So this is the page that will show up. And then that's it. It should then start outputting through the ESP32. So the ESP32 is just going to be, it's going to take this data from the classic wirelessly, Wi-Fi, and with this Modbus protocol, whatever that is, I don't know what that would look like. And then it outputs the MQTT. So it should be pretty solid. It should be pretty solid. Some API or something. Nothing Modbus about that, at least. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know why it says Modbus. I don't know anything. I'll totally believe you on that. Nicholas, you're right on time, as always, as a Jedi should be. I need to make a Modbus adapter. Show me what a Modbus adapter looks like. Maybe that would be even easier than this. I don't know. Someone mentioned Dig Quads and Quindor appears magically. If somebody says Node Red, Blade will show up. Have I tried Solar Assistant? One and only Malcolm says. No, but I would love to. No, that's not it. Solar Assistant. Oh, I know why. What does Solar Assistant do? Maybe I did see Solar Assistant. I can't remember now what it is. Real-time solar monitoring and control from a Raspberry Pi. Interessante. Oh, interessante. Does this also integrate with Home Assistant directly? I mean, I have an extra Raspberry Pi. I would love to have I would love to have a state of charge information for my battery. That would be really helpful, because right now I'm kind of just using the voltage as a surrogate for state of charge. It would be nice to know the batteries themselves have a display, and they're lithium iron phosphate batteries. They have a display, and there's a Bluetooth app, but that doesn't do Wi-Fi. So I can get state of charge if I'm sitting there, but why would I care about the Bluetooth state of charge when if it's Bluetooth and I got to sit there, I can sit there and look at the screen. I don't need Bluetooth for that. Should arrive soon. They're stuck in shipping for a long time. Yeah. And I got a message. I think Paul, who's the guy who's sending them to me from Canada, and Quindor, and today the FedEx lady all have told me that they are sending, that they're coming. They're moving now. You can hook both the batteries and the inverter to this thing, huh? Graphs and everything. All right, I'm going to check it out. Shop. So does it 4 USB ports? Device with software only. What device would I need? I already have the Raspberry Pi, so I would just need the software, huh? How does it interface? Does it measure it all separately, or does it have to interface with them somehow? Should be a way to use an ESP32 to bridge the battery Bluetooth to Wi-Fi. I agree, Panic Ride. Don't you think? There should be a way. I don't know what it is yet. We'll have to try and work on that. You need to get the cables. Okay. USB to RS485. I see. Well, but then, so the 485, is that what's coming from the inverter? They're on the right for the inverter. Okay, I'd have to look at I mean, are all inverters have this RS485 connection available? Okay. Okay. One and only Malcolm, message me in Discord, would you? We'll keep this conversation going. I'll try and I'm gonna try this thing, but I would love to have more information, and I don't mind, you know, paying $50, $60 to somebody for the software to do it. Would be awesome. Protocol runs over RS485, which is a physical connection standard. Okay, site tells you which you need for your inverter. I gotcha. Sweet. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Thanks for the recommendation, Malcolm. Appreciate it. Now, let's talk about, so we talked about this. This was good. We talked about the wHobbit-Hole stuff. It's going well up there, by the way. And again, my wife, as you saw, she was running a lot of power and she ran out the batteries, which is fine. Batteries are made to run out. And the correct thing happened. She ran the batteries out in the middle of the night and the generator kicked on and charged the batteries. But once again, this is the second time the generator didn't turn back off. So I've got it set to an auxiliary, I don't know, an extra port that the inverter makes available. That's got a relay that just a open close contacts, and I've got the generator set up so that if you open and close a wire, it will turn on, turn off. Right? You close it, turns on. Open it, turns off. Great. But so far in 2 tests, the open of that relay has not functioned properly. So next time I'm up there, which will be this coming weekend, I'm going to have to adjust again that the upper end of the voltage drop off. I just think I need to have it. I probably need to just lower it and then test it again and see if it'll drop off at a lower level. It turns on and it just never turns off. Modbus TCP/IP. Modbus TCP/IP runs over network. Sounds like, oh, good job, Joshua. Yes, it must. That must be what it is. Inverter outputs, Modbus. Use network cable to connect from the inverter to RS485 adapter, RS485 to TTL to connect to ESP32. ESP32 runs ESP home to read Modbus data and turns it into sensors. Whew. Network cable from inverter to the RS485 adapter, RS485 to TTL to connect to the ESP32. Oh. But can't I just do this and do it wirelessly? I mean, I don't know what an RS345 to TTL adapter. So what's that going to look like? I don't know, RS383, RS485. Oh, I learned so much stuff. Oh, it's that thing. Oh. Industry specific that defines the electrical interface and physical layer for point-to-point communication of electrical devices. Oh, well, that's easy. Let's figure out what this midnight thing has in regards to connection stuff. Let's do it. Serial port. It's not wireless. Okay. I put a link. Plug into the Raspberry Pi. Oh, good. Where did you put the link? In Discord? I am on streamer mode. Somebody was asking me earlier. I am. It says it so. Down here to the place where we do the live stream. Where did you put it? Where did you put it, Neil? Oh, above here you did. Oh. I'll have to see. Let's look at what I want to see what these connections are like in the Midnight controller. I'm trying to remember. I could probably find the manual here. I really was going to talk about other things, but this is great for me. Midnight Classic charge controller manual. That was easy. Gosh. Do you know why the energy graph in Home Assistant never matches the kilowatt readings of my entities? Ooh, good question. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe there needs to be some sort of correction, or maybe it's making a correction that it shouldn't make. Okay. programming, commissioning, battery charge stages, meaning, resting mode, configuration, aux, and this one also has aux ports that are programmable, which I could use, but I'm using them off of the. I guess there's a controller that interfaces with both. It interfaces with the inverter and this charge controller, and that's where I've got the connection for the connection for the generator start and stop. Networking connections, page 63. Like the sound effects. How about we're gonna have to turn this off so it doesn't look like we're looking at a negative. Okay. Oh, there it is. Use any standard mini B USB cable to connect the classic to the PC. Smaller terminal connects to the USB port to the classic. USB port is located on the right side of the Ethernet jack. So this is how I'm getting the information is I've got it connected to the Ethernet jack to my network, and that's how I'm getting this data on this funky graph over here. Okay, I get this. Why is it not going to mine? I don't know why it came off of mine, but whatever. But it looks like perhaps we can connect it. I think we can connect it directly to something else. Seems like the only updates every 15 minutes. Oh, maybe that's true. Straight USB port to the inverter, you can put that straight into the Solar Assist Raspberry Pi with a basic USB cable. That is awesome. If they have an API, then there's at least no classic Modbus or something like that. Makes it a lot easier. Yeah, it doesn't look like, I mean, it doesn't have that sort of a serial connector. I've been inside this thing a lot trying to sort it out. I've been in there more than I wish to remember. But if we look at these, what connections are available, really the only connections that are available, there's some network connections up here, but this is just to connect to a display. The blue in here goes to this display. And then there's a receive and a send for it to connect to other charge controllers. Like I actually have two of these. And so one of them is the master and one of them is the follower. Or we'll call it the leader and the follower. And so you connect them through network cables there. So that's all that is. These are your these are your power lines, right? We'll call it power lines. And then you've got the USB port and a network port. And then this one is the aux, just wired terminals. So those are just screw terminals right here. So there's just screw terminals, USB, which is a USB mini, and then and then this is the Ethernet. That's all there is to connect to it. But let's see, if that's then have an API, then there's at least no classic Modbus. You don't really need the ESP32 either, I'd say. Well, I think if I use this, then I don't, right? If I use this, because I need to go, because I need something to communicate between. Right now, it's what he's saying. What this guy is saying is that because my classic is already connected to my network, then over the network I can communicate between the classic and the ESP32. If I went with this software, I could simply connect this directly to the classic through the USB, and then I would end up getting my information from this, which I assume that this would interface with Home Assistant somewhat as well. I'm going to start out with this, but we'll see we'll see if we get to the one. I bet that is Modbus via TCP for that too. The classic and your battery. I would love to see what's inside the battery. I'll have to check the battery. Yeah, I'll have to. So, but the solar thing, you think there's something in the you think it would connect to the battery too, huh? I'll have to take apart the front of the batteries and see what I can get to. Whatever that ESP32 is doing should also be able to run on whatever, basically. I guess you can run it on an ESP32, but it's just an extra device doing some translation. So, I guess how else would I get it in a format that I can put it in here? That's what I care about, right? It's got to be in a format here. So what the ESP32 is doing is taking this output and translating it to MQTT so that I can easily get it into Home Assistant. If it has Modbus over TCP, you can directly connect Home Assistant to it. So are you saying, Jesse, I would connect a USB cable between this thing and my Home Assistant computer? Solar Assistant support MQTT and posts inverter information. Musa Tech, is that what you use? Or Mazuma Tech, that's what you use? Check the Home Assistant Modbus integration page. You guys are awesome. Okay, we can turn this back off now because I can't read. Serial communication protocol adheres strictly to the specifications. Communication between can be serial, TCP, or UDP connections. Modbus integration allows multiple communications. Serial configuring Modbus. First, you need to find how to communicate. Oh, so maybe it could. Part of configuration. Modbus name, delay, type TCP. Okay. Configure network, IP address and port. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Oh, those green terminals are for the RS-485? Oh, cool. Okay. Super noisy, tons of data being output, and you're probably only going to be interested in some of it. Okay, cool. So I can do this. In fact, we could probably do this without even being up there. Oh my. Oh my. Well, except I don't know if I can get the IP address. I don't know if I can get the IP address of the, yeah, this was great. Jesse, who came up with this? Was this you, Jesse? You're amazing. All of you guys. You guys are fantastic. Man. So I could just put this in my, if all I need is this IP address right here. And then what happens? So this was if I wanted to connect it for serial. Okay, so if I can do this, then I guess I would do this and then I would see, would it would create some sensors, do you think? You don't have your router connected to Home Assistant? Well, I do, but I can't because it's Starlink. I can't just poke into my router like I can here. Like I can see Home Assistant because I'm using Nabu-Casa. So unless Nabu-Casa has a Fing type of, like I don't remember. Since I was not on the time of the stream, what are we working to solve? What we are working to solve is, we actually didn't even set out to do this. This just happened to be where we went. I was talking about the wHobbit-Hole, and I was talking about how far I've come in the ability to monitor the power that's happening up there and to monitor the power usage, which I don't know what happened to the page, so we'll have to reopen it. Monitor the usage of the power up there. But this is like a funky interface. And I don't like having to go to this website every time I want to get this information. I want this information, which comes from my charge controller, to go into my Home Assistant. So we're looking for that. Netgear has a router set up for Home Assistant. I can look up IP addresses from Nabu-Casa. So has Nmap. So if I set up Nmap on Home Assistant, I can see all of the devices that are connected to the network where Home Assistant is connected. Is that what you're telling me? Is that, that sounds to me like it would be an add-on. Is that an add-on? Okay. Okay. We could do that. Punishment for using 8 kilowatt hours yesterday. 50 kilowatt hours. She's using 8 kilowatts several times. It's an integration. Okay. So we'll go to the integrations page instead. integrations. And I would assume it's a pretty simple setup. Love that. Do you love that glow? I love it. It's like Ghostbusters. Nmap tracker. Okay. Yes. Yes. Network address. I don't know. At 186, maybe that's what this one is. I don't know. Okay. Submit. That should be easy. Success. Finished. Okay. Do I need to configure it? Oh, there it is. Okay. There's a couple things that are connected. Hey, I'm assuming it's going to continue to populate with more things. 14 entities. Yeah, baby. Yes. Oh, no. Device. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, we're going to find it here. Midnight. There it is. There it is. Midnight Solar. How do I get the IP address? Oh, there it is. No. Wait. How do I get the IP address? Uh-oh. Configuring live. What could possibly go wrong? Logging to say hi from the Canary Islands. Nice, guys. Nice. You having a nice summer trip to the Canary Islands? That sounds fantastic. Solar system device posts data to home assistant on local network. Why do you need the IP? Because I'm not there, Mazuma. I'm doing it all from here. Go to the entity. Oh, enable it. That's probably why. It's so late. Oh, Ofer, go to sleep. Good night, buddy. Thanks for being here. I'm sorry I'm so late today. But it's been good to be here. It's been good to be on. And I really do have, we have a couple other things to really talk about. This 3D printer and the way that it does the auto bed leveling, I'm like, I was in shock. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, they sent me the wrong one. And then no, they did not send me the wrong one. Totally the right one. Has it not updated yet? It still says unavailable. Oh, wait, there it was. Oh, started. There it is. Top right. Attributes. Aha! Yes. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Okay, it's 30. Okay. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do this. We are gonna do this. All right, we're gonna go to Modbus. We're gonna go to the configuration file. And I don't even think I have a secrets file on here, and I don't think I have anything to hide. Famous last words. Thank you, Jesse Hills. Man, Jesse, do you like unicorns or planes? Unicorns or planes or squirrels? You tell me, and I'll play an animation because that's fun. Because I can't get a sticker to you. Remember when I used to give out stickers? That was a good time. I can't get one to you now. Throw it all the way there. All right, we're gonna do it. So this is all I need. This should be it right here. All I needed was that 30, and then we'll see. I wonder if I need. Oh, did you get stickers, Jesse, way back when? Oh man, you've been around a while. You've been around a while. Well, thanks for still being here. I wonder if I'm going to need a password and stuff. We'll find out. Does Modbus need a password, or is it typically supposed to be a pretty... I will be here as the Israeli representative. Nice, Yona. Planes, good choice. Planes. Planes it is. You just wanted to see me dance. I know how it is. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I trust. Okay, that's my whole configuration.yaml up there at the Hobbit house. All right, here we go. We're just going to take this Modbus. We're going to copy that guy. Go over here. Paste it in. This is going to be we're going to call it the midnight. And then the IP address was simply 192.168.1.30. That's it. Does anybody see anything else? Should be it. Security is a decades-old PLC protocol. Okay. Assuming your charge controller even speaks Modbus TCP over the network port, you need to find out what port the number it's listening on. 502. Dun, 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 dun. Got it. Let's give it a try. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? We're doing it live. Doing it live. Now, while this is restarting, which will only take about 30 seconds, let's do talk for a moment. Need more configuration for the sensors to get them from the right registers, though. Oh, fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll see what comes out. We'll see what comes back, and we'll go from there. I got to tell you about this thing. I do got to tell you about this. And this, maybe you guys have already seen something like this. I had never before seen anything like this. This is an Elegoo Neptune 3. It's still in pre-order, but they sent me one. It's got auto bed leveling, but there's no like BL Touch looking sensor on it. And not only does it not have a BL Touch sensor here, the nozzle is what is the sensor, just goes down and touches the bed. There's no way to manually adjust the bed. Like I was looking for the dials, to like get it close. It just does it all. It just does it all. So that threw me off a little bit because I'm like, well, what do I do about like the G code for that? Like that's got to do something. Like there's got to be some way to do it. So right now I have to use I started out using their version of Cura. They kind of put their own, they put, modified version of Cura. And in that modified version of Cura is where they have all the settings and the profile for that printer because it's not part of regular Cura yet. 'Cause it's not out yet. I just went to that and copied this stuff into regular Cura and I'll try and get it working. But anyways, this thing's amazing. And it's like, well, at least pre-order right now, it's only $200. It doesn't have some of the other things. It does have filament run out. It's not a direct drive and it only has one Z axis. It does have a removable magnetic bed. I would put it in between. It's not as sleek looking as the Genesis, my artillery Genesis. That one, I really like the look. It's just really slick and they hide all the cables so well. And then on the other extreme of that is the, what's that? Lotmax, the Lotmax Shark that has cables going all over the place. I did, however, strip off when I was putting the power supply on there. I tightened one of the bolts too tight and just totally stripped it out. So my power supply is a little wobbly. Whatever, doesn't matter. So I love this thing. This thing is amazing. The way that it bed levels, look at that. You can see right there that there's no dials. Like you can't adjust it. Crazy. Crazy. Okay, Home Assistant's back. Let's look and see what we got. Let's look and see if there's entities for that. To pick up that registers you want from Modbus. Look like the relevant entries you want to grab. Okay. Is that something in here that I set? Right register. Address, value, state. Modbus services. Let's see what shows up. I wonder if I go here, if we go to states and we look up, if we just see midnight. No, that's that part. So that didn't work. Let's see if Modbus. Nope, nothing shows up there. It's in the data stream, I believe. Register you want from Modbus. All the entries you want to grab. So we got close. I wonder how I'm supposed to see right services. I wonder if those services are even here. That even work? Yeah, I got Modbus reload, start, stop, right, coil, right, register. What is this? Okay, to the bridge one. Yeah, right here. See what you can see there. So you think it's in here somewhere where it tells you what it is? Let's poke around in here together because I like learning. I like learning. that what you're going to do? Are you going to go in here and see what you can see? Oh, I want to see the code. Can I not just see it? I don't necessarily want to download the zip file right now. So Modbus sends a serial stream of data roughly every second. Within that are lines called registers that have pieces of data. For instance, 4115 is average battery voltage. Ah, okay. Register for battery voltage, current power should be 5579. Okay, great. Thank you, Brett. So how do I then listen for those? Is this going to be in events, maybe? Would this show up here in events? Love to just have seen like a Modbus event. Or maybe it's read. Oh, is it? Or maybe I need to do Modbus. Those are right. Wait, back here. There was a Modbus read. No, there's not a Modbus read. The other end of the electrical spectrum. My first ESP device. Yes, Masuma. Yes. First one. You made it from scratch? This is so awesome. I'm so excited that we're getting this far with this. I can't remember what else I was going to talk about now. I guess I was going to talk about Home Assistant at the wHobbit-House and keep going down the documentation on the sensor heading. In here? Or you mean in here? Configuration variables. Oh, I didn't realize it kept going. Binary sensor. Address 100. So you think that address is that 4115? Type of connection to Modbus needs to be TCP or UDP or for this setup. Making ESP devices from scratch is amazing. I needed a chicken coop opener, designed my own PCB, wrote ESP code. Surprise, it works. Awesome. What router do I use at home? This house here, Ofer, is Ubiquiti, yeah. Okay, let's make a sensor. So under Modbus now, I can make a, I don't want a binary sensor though, so I'll just make a sensor. I don't know what some of this other stuff is. Let's see. What about slave count? Generate 61 slave binary sensors. Okay, I don't need that. So all I really need is sensor and then the name and then the address. Let's see what happens. That's what I like doing. This is what makes me just like happy inside to like mess with this stuff. And it makes me happy inside when it works after, even if it's several attempts, it's fine. If it works after too many attempts, then, you know, it takes too long. All right, so you said keep going down. You want me to just look for sensor? Cover. Okay, there it is. Thank you. Forgive me. Okay, sensor address. Oh, unit of measurement. Okay, great. Great. All right, let's just grab this. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay. Slap that in right there. Sensor is going to be, you said it was battery voltage? Unit of measurement, volts. And I don't know what slave 1 is, so I guess I don't care. Maybe we'll leave, and I don't know if we leave it or don't leave it. What does it say about slave in this one? The number of the slave, optional for TCP and UDP Modbus. It's optional, right? I don't know. Whatever. We'll leave it in, I guess. Or let's just take it out. Let's just take it out. And then the address you said was 4115. 4115. Okay. Let's try it. Let's try it. How's that look? Anything else look horrible? Oh, thank you, Malcolm. So many mentions. Registers for the midnight control. Oh, awesome. Thank you. We'll open this here too. So we've got that. That's excellent. Thank you. All right, let's try it. Let's just go here. I saved it. So let's go and restart and see what happens. And then in the meantime, did I run the planes? I did run the planes, right? Okay. I think we need, I mean, so far, is that premature? I don't know. I mean, even if we don't get everything that we need, I think we've gotten pretty far so that I'm feeling like we've already had a success. I'm going to call it a success. We may still fail a little bit, but I'm going to call what we've done so far a big success. That's fantastic. So amazing. Wow. You guys are awesome. I didn't even know what Modbus was. You know, it's pretty cool being a physician, right? Being a doctor is kind of, there's a lot of good stuff to it. It's pretty cool for a lot of reasons. But boy, doing this kind of stuff, man, it's amazing. Oh yeah, let's see what we got. Let's see if we got a new sensor. Sensor. Oh, no, we're going to try battery. Filters, it says the battery is at 11,000 volts. 11,000. Well, hey, but it's getting information, right? It's getting information. Now, what we do about that, or how we turn that into the correct information, it's something, right? It's something. Transform the number by 10. I probably need to, I mean, what the battery voltage should be. Let's look at what the actual measured battery voltage right now, or I guess I'll refresh this, and then we'll look at what it is currently, and it's probably like 53. So I'm wondering if it's doubled somewhere. I don't know how we would get 1,109. Boy, if the battery voltage is 11.9, we got big troubles. Maybe it's, I mean, because it's a 48 volt system. Maybe the way it's measuring it is, it needs to be. So what would it be if it was if it thought it was a 12 volt system? If it thought it was a 12 volt system, so it was kind of calculating it and then sort of re-upping it, it would be 1109 divided by 4, no, 1.9 times 4. That's not going to be enough either. No, because it's not 47 either. PV volts divided by 20. 110 on PV volts. Oh, so that's PV volts. Yes, that's probably right. That's probably right. Where did it go? Too many tabs. Yeah, because the PV volts are 110.2, so it's probably PV volts. Okay, well, let's pick up the rest of these sensors and we'll rename that one. So what else we got here? Average PV terminal input voltage. Average battery current. Wow. Average energy to the battery. This is reset once per day. Watts average power to the battery. Charge state. Average PV terminal input current. Last measured open circuit voltage at the PV terminal input. Oh, I love this person. Okay, well, let's just let's open several of these. Like, what the heck? Why not? 15 through 22. Let's just open a bunch. Let's just make a bunch of sensors. What do we got to lose? I got no place else to be. Maybe off by 1. Try 4144. Okay. I'm gonna make all this. I'll make all these sensors. We'll make them. And then we'll adjust the, we'll match them. Oh, I did that too far. We'll match them to the actual input. Oops. We'll match them to the actual output that we're measuring from that other thing, and we will we'll go from there. You know, we'll make sure we get the right ones after we do that. Oh, this is so awesome, you guys! I'm so dang happy. Even I mean, we're gonna get it. Like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Like the Celtics in the fourth quarter. All right, let's try this one. We think this one is I'm going to say solar voltage. I know what PV means, you know, but solar voltage, and then we'll see if it's just off by one. We'll just try it a little bit. So battery current, battery energy. Okay, so next one will be battery current. We'll just try this and see if we're right or not. I'm going to guess, and because we've got to put something in there. And then this one was battery power. To 421. Okay, we'll need a few more. 17, we're going to go 18, 19, we need 3 more. Ah, good old YAML. Makes me feel like a hacker. Oh, I only needed 2 more. 20 and 21. So what we're gonna call this, we're just gonna base it on the port number down here. Let's just do that, and then we'll see where it matches up. Well, we'll see what we can, because yeah, 22 was the open circuit. So average PV terminal input current. So 20, and we're off by 1. We decided, right? Energy watts average power to the battery. Watts to the battery? I don't know what some of these are going to tell me, but watts to the battery. Charge state. That one's important. Charge state. And then these last two, I don't quite understand. Average PV terminal input current. We'll just call it average input current. And then, well, I'll just leave that one there. All right, well, let's see. What do you think? Charge state should be 4. Well, I think we're going off by 1. Oh, okay. See the PDF in the Discord channel. Oh, awesome. Mr. Tech Gadget. That's you? Is that you? Who is that, Jesse? Who posted that? Yeah, thanks, man. All right, let's look at this. What do we got here? So this gives you all the stuff. Oh my gosh. This is fun. 1 volts. Okay. Water? Did I put water? Water? Thank you for catching that. Looks like there are battery temp and other stuff too. Okay, cool. Well, let's start with this, and we'll see if we got some of these right, and if we did, we will expand. Okay, because I'm very, very curious to see what happens here. Very curious. So fun. So fun. It's time for a Dr. Pepper break. Fortunately for everybody, I don't have to leave my seat for that. Drink if you got them. All right, the list starts on page 4. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. I Love it. Love it. I'm just going to put them all in. I'm not really going to do that. Dudes, this is awesome. Add scale 0.1, divide by 10 in YAML. Okay, I'll probably do that. Yeah, because I forgot to, that was 110 point whatever it was, 3 or 4, not 1,100. So I will have to do that on several of them. We'll see. All right, here we go. We're going to go here. We're going to go, what did they look like? What did we decide? Oh, shoot. You know what I should have done in the naming of them is I should have given them a name that, so they had a prefix so I could see them all in one list. Okay, let's see. How much data do you need? All the data. We need all the data. I think if I tried Modbus and nothing showed up. But we can, I'm sure it was some of them were battery, right? So we got battery current, battery power, sensor battery voltage. There it is. So battery voltage, we got it right. Okay, great. So I'm going to open up another Home Assistant window because we're gonna edit that YAML while we were looking at those sensors. Oh, there's my address again. Did you get that? Okay. All right. So we're going to go to sensor battery voltage. Should be 53.8. That's exactly right. So sensor battery voltage there. So if I go scale 0.1, right? And you got that from this Modbus thing here. Oh, so bright. Is that where you go? Oh, that should have been the prefix. Yeah, no, you're totally right, Vanessa. You're totally right. Should have been. Prefix all the name with midnight. Yeah, that would do too. To the example. Oh, right there. Yep. Okay, great. Do I need to say data type float? It doesn't give an explanation of some of those things. Offset, precision, data type integer. Should I make it a data type float, or do you think it's just going to know that already? I guess we can try it and see. It's not going to hurt, right? Should be fine with just scale. Okay. So bright, I know, right? Oh my gosh. So I was watching this streamer guy who was doing a video about converting from Streamlabs OBS to just OBS, and I sure noticed, I was like, wow, there's some people that do some quality streams. I'm not saying that mine's like garbage, because it's not garbage, but oh, I could do better. I could have some more lights. It's hard, I can tell you that. It's sitting, especially like by the time I'm sitting here streaming to you guys in the afternoon like this, I'm like ready for a nap, So when I if there's lights like in my face, it's hard to have lights in my face like that for hours. But anyways, okay, let's see what else. How else did we pan out here? And now we can see the other one. So battery, what did battery voltage end up? Wait, no, battery voltage. So solar voltage. Let's try solar voltage and see if we got the right one. Solar voltage. Yeah, it should be probably 106.4. So all we have to do for solar voltage is add the scale as well. And okay, that's good. Very good job. Thank you very much. Better lights and a better camera makes for a much more comfortable setup. You know what? You're right, Quindor. You're right. I've picked your brain a little bit about your stream because your stream looks beautiful. You do a great job. Your cameras are so crisp and your lighting is good. Anyways, jealous. All right, let's look at this, the current. Let's see. So this one was battery current. I don't know if that's going to be the right label for that. Battery current. Let's see what that is in here. So battery current is 416. 116. Okay, no, wait, but we are off by one. So it's in amps, average battery current. Is that going to be a positive or a negative too? I would love it if it was positive or negative. But average, is it averaged over 1 second? 1 second average, yeah. So do you think, because there's no way right now there's no way right now. Oh, I guess, you know what, it might be drawing. It should be minus 7. It's probably minus 7 amps. Yeah, that's probably right. Using just regular and not the Streamlabs stuff. Yeah, that maybe is going to help too. I could probably do a lot bit more stuff too. Okay, so current. So this is going to be amps. We'll just do A. And then I think we do need to scale it the same way, right? Instead of the divide by 10, that's basically just the scale 0.1. Probably going to need everywhere. Oh, add the prefixes now too. Good call. Good call. Okay. So this one, well, we're going to put midnight on all of them. And now let's go look at this again. And we're down one more. So that was current. So this one, average. No, wait, power. Hold on. Did we miss one? 416. And we're off by 1. 416 is the PV. Oh, no, they're just different. Is this for mine? Is this, I wonder which one it is. Oh, 416 is battery output. 417 is battery input. Oh. So kilowatt hours is, okay, so this, gotcha. It's 417 is, this is probably the output. This is the current output, I would bet. And then average to the battery. But this is like for the whole day. This is average for the whole day for power. Right. Midnight power. So this is kilowatt hours. Okay. And what is it displaying? Battery power 81, which is probably, no, it's probably 8 kilowatt hours for the day. Let's look at it and see what it says. Classic amps is 8.4. Oh, energy's not up there. Yeah, 8 kilowatt hours, 7.9 kilowatt hours. So so this 8.1 so again it needs to be scale of 0.1. Okay. And then how about this watts to the battery? So this going to be the same. This one, the next one is going to be the same. It's just probably going to be a different scale. It's just going to show it as different units. No. It's throughout the day. Power is not scaled by 1. I haven't been looking, and now you guys are talking about other things. Table on the PDF tells you which ones need to be divided by 10. Oh, they do. Really? Oh, yeah, it does say divide by 10. And the watts does not. Okay. 419 does not need to be. Got it. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Okay. Now, charge state. This one's important. Oh, not volts. This one is watts. Charge state. We are still going to call this all midnight. So charge state, that's going to be like bulk or float or whatever, right? So table, whatever, battery charge state. So there's going to be another table. So depending on the value, I'm going to have to, right on time, 90 minutes late. How's it going, Justin Z? Is momentary live data. Okay. Going into the battery. Watts to battery is the current power going into the battery. Which one to battery energy? Oh, this one. Charge state. Page 16 for that table. You guys are amazing. Man, I love hanging out with you guys. All right, 16. Okay. So this is gonna need a template, basically. So we'll do the charge state. We're gonna take out the unit of measurement, and we're just gonna let it. We're gonna let it give us a value, and then we'll have to template the value, or we'll have to say, you know, when it's this, it means this. You know, we'll have to make something in Home Assistant to transfer this table to that. Don't you think? I like that one because it does tell me if it's in. Really, the only ones that matter are like absorb, bulk, resting. Maybe those are kind of and float. Maybe these four are the ones that matter. I don't care too much about the others. Well, I'm using MPPT, so maybe I need float, bulk, and resting. Might be all it needs. I don't know. Call it charge state raw. Good call. Okay. Now let's go back and just see these others. See if we even need these others. We might. I mean, that's pretty dang good. I believe the unit of measurement and scales are offset in your YAML. Uh-oh. So it seemed like all this was offset by 1. So that's why I think we've been offset by 1 this whole time. Yeah, it's been off. We've been offset by 1 this whole time. Last measured is going to be 22. PV input current. PV average input current. Okay. Hi, baby.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Is Mama home yet?
Yeah.
Oh, yay. How's she doing? Is she taking a nap already?
Yeah. She loves, because she wanted to lay in her bed.
I'll bet she did. But she had the Hobbit beds. They're the
Purple.
best. Yeah, purple mattresses. We have purple mattresses at the Hobbit-Hole because Hobbit-Hole means comfort, right? So this last measured voltage ones, the last open circuit voltage. Okay, good night. Good night. Sorry, I thought you were going to bed. No, you're not going to bed. Mom's going to bed. I don't know what this terminal one means. I don't know what this one means. So this is voltage, open circuit voltage. I don't know what that means. It's going to need to divide by 10. I probably need to divide that other one by 10. I'll catch that in a second. That's probably what somebody is typing frantically. Yeah, the current needs to divide by 10. Okay. Great. All right. How's that looking? I'll give you guys yeah, I probably don't need the last one. I'll leave it in for right now, but scale the current. Rest should be scaled. Okay. Unit of measurement scales are off. Okay, got that one. All right, are we ready to test it? I think we're ready to test it. Ooh, baby. Ooh, potty. And then, you know, what we're going to have to do is make the bar graphs and all that stuff. The GitHub project doesn't even pull 4121. Okay, fine. I wonder what it means. Like, why would you care? I don't know. If I have an extra, whatever. I wonder why, like, what's the open circuit voltage? Why is that important? It could that, I don't know. I guess I don't know where that would come into play. But if that other project doesn't pull it, it's probably because it's not that important that often. Let's test it. Let's make fire. Oh, speaking of fire. Let me tell you something. It'll see if something's wrong with my panel wiring. Oh, okay. Yeah, Greg Gores. They're all off by 1 for some reason. So I have no idea what's going on. This is a bad time to walk in, 4Tracks. We're deep in it, buddy. So let me tell you, you know, when I was saying, oh my gosh, when you're talking about fire. So my beautiful green golf cart that I souped up and all that stuff. So the kids were riding it around, and I don't know what, like, I've driven it a lot, and it's driven with me and my wife and, you know, sometimes kids on the back, and it's been fine. And maybe what they were doing, maybe it's because they were varying the throttle a little bit. I don't know, but I think they were working the motor controller extra hard, and it stopped running, and they were like pushing it. And I was like, it can't be dead. There's no way it could be dead. So I went out there to see what was going on. And as soon as I got close to it, I could smell, like, you know, something hot, like melting metal, bad stuff. I was like, oh crap. So anyways, we pushed it in, and we're just going to let it set. You know, we turn it off and just let it set. So I haven't gone back out there since then. That was earlier today when our company was here, my sister and her family. But the Pimp My Cart, yeah, called Pimp My Cart. I hope like heck we didn't fry the motor controller. That's like a $700 motor controller. That would be very bad. Okay. Home Assistant has started. Okay. Now, because we named everything Midnight, we can look up all of the sensor.midnights. Okay. Oh, what? Why is this one showing up still? Huh. Did I not save it? There's the open circuit voltage. So maybe this one's, watch, probably this one's going to end up, this one will show like unavailable or something. Loading state history. Wow, this is like doing a lot of restarting. Why is it restarting so many times? It's in a boot loop. Uh-oh. Looks like you might want to add float after all. Oh, do you think that's why? Uh-oh. So if I'm in a boot loop, am I screwed? Uh-oh. I need to hurry up and edit it. Yeah, but why do you need TVs in your wheel wells? Of course you need TVs in your wheel wells. Okay, so how do I get out of this boot loop? Actually, precision 1 for 1 decimal place. It'll go into safe mode probably. Crap. Probably. What do you think we did wrong? What do you think we did? Do you think it's because we didn't call it a float? No idea. Fast editing. Shouldn't need to make it a float for dividing by 10. Oh, okay. If our config comes up and stays up, nope, connection lost. Frick. No way. It'll be down till I get there again? It was fine for a second. No, it's not. Dang, what happened, do you think? Maybe it'll fix itself. Oof. Here it comes. We knew we'd see it at some point today. There it is. Dang it. Dang it. Doing it live was a great idea after all. Yes, it always is. Always is. Yes, yes, yes. The Samba config. I don't think I have Samba. I don't think I have Samba installed. I'm not sure I'll be able to get. I'm not sure I'll be able to get that far before it loops again. I can't VPN into the wHobbit-Hole. Elon and his frickin' flippin' flappin' satellite stuff. Oh, I do have Samba. Oh, but I can't. I don't think that's gonna matter. Have your neighbor go unplug it. Connection lost. Frick. Dang it. So try to shut down. I can't. I can't. Like, let me think. How could I? No, I can't. Nope. But no, I can't even do that. I was trying to think. I was thinking about where else am I going to put some smart relays up there? Because like I'm going to take up a few more Shellys and a few other things. Is that not working? The tail scale? Well, tail scale runs off a Home Assistant. Yeah, use a smart plug with a cloud app. Yeah, that's what I'm going to need. Through Nabu Casa. This is through Nabu Casa. Can I like, I mean, what would it take to break this? Just power down? +1 for tail scale. Yeah. How's it going, Ray? Like I would think I would have to power down, right? Only core will be crashing. Oh. Well, I can try it. I can certainly try it. I can't remember. I had it set up on my laptop. Last time I tried to start it, didn't work. We can see if it'll work. Okay. This is as far as we've gotten ever. Now, so do I need to go here? Do I need to go to system and like reboot the host or something real quick? Dang it. Lost it again. Active. My devices. So it looks like Tailscale's connected. Oh man. But what can I do? Edit and save the config. What do I okay, I'm just gonna take all this stuff out real quick. Yeah, next time it comes up, comment all that stuff out, save it real quick. Okay. How to catch a boot looper. Summon a gun. Close the second one. I guess I could just close this one. How many others do I have open? None. Okay. As soon as it comes up, as soon as this comes up, we're gonna. This one is my home one, by the way. Okay. Ready with the control slash. Come on, baby. Come on, config. Come on. So intense. Gotta be faster than the loop. Wrapping up. Come on. Come on. Connection lost. Okay, maybe next time it'll get us. I need more devices. It loads too fast. We were so close. We were so close. Go back in time to the video before you made the change. Easy. Everything will start. Okay, wait. Visual Studio. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I hope this works. Okay. I saved it. I commented it and I saved it. Is this exciting? It's not boot looping now. Do you think maybe reading one of these sensors was causing that? Could that be a thing? Yeah, I bet it won't crash now. I think you're right. Seems to have worked. It didn't crash. What the heck? We're all so tense. I know, right? This is like, you didn't think it was going to be this kind of stream. Like, I feel like I was defusing a bomb. Oh, connection lost. Okay, it is gonna reboot. This is dramatic. You didn't think it was gonna be. Who said these tech streams aren't exciting? So it could be a thing. Sensors will still be there though because it won't take effect until the next boot. Just wait for it. This is so thumbs up content. Holy cow. How did you do that, wizardry, and comment multiple lines at once? Craig, I control / I highlighted them. I did control and /, and that did it. Better than a horror movie. Edge of your seat. Oh, let's hope it's fixed. I wonder what we can mess with. Should we even try to fix it at this point? Connection lost. Oh, dang it. That's not doing it. Well, hey. Every day is a school day. Do you think Home Assistant devs made it like this as a bug or as a feature? If we make them all floats, I think that was the issue. It should be fine. Okay. It could be unrelated to the Modbus. That's certainly true. If it didn't save the YAML change, yeah, maybe it didn't. We'll find out in a second. Good news is I am going up there on Friday, so worst case, and there's nothing's happening up there. I can still monitor it. Yeah, I can still monitor it through this power thing, so that's fine. Special feature only for DrZzs. They did make a change to, was it the Nabu Casa page? They made a change to one of the pages that typically shows your Nabu Casa address, your URL address. They made a change, and I swear they did it for me. Oh, it's still looping. Well, oh man. We'll see if it comes back up. That was really good though. I mean, we did really good until we destroyed it, I guess. Until we blew it up. But we were doing so good. So it was just that last bunch of editing, huh? That last bunch of editing those sensors that just threw it into a who knows what. They mention you each time they mention that change on the stream. Didn't do anything that should have caused this. Yeah, it's all still out. Okay, well, I don't know what else to do. I mean, it definitely saved it, right? I guess I could take out the whole Modbus thing. Oh, I can't either. Because it lost it again. Huh. Well, if this doesn't work, if commenting out that Modbus stuff doesn't work, we're going to call it a success, and I will mess with it next weekend. Speaking of next weekend, I'll be up there next weekend, and I'll be gonna do my best to stream from up there again. We'll probably do it differently. Okay, I saved it that time. So what we're going to do, what does the log say? That's a good question. I guess we could go to the log. I'm going to leave it here one more time and see if I can save it again when it comes up. Success in destroying the software. Solar controller. It's possible that that thing went down. Oh. It could be. I guess it could be. I mean, it sure feels like it's a Home Assistant thing. Put up Starlink on the roof during your stream. I think what I will do is I'm going to do a couple things. The first thing that I'm going to do, yeah, this thing seems to be working. 15, well, I think the time zone is off. But that thing seems to be working. I guess the other thing I can do if we're just talking about like just checking the network up there, I can look at the cameras and see things on the cameras. So it's definitely working. The internet up there is working because you can see the room there. We'll be able to pull all these up in a minute. Oh, it's raining. That's good. That's so good that we're getting rain. So good. Anyways, what I was going to say, what I will do is, yeah, it's still not going to work. I don't know what to do. We're done. We're done until I can pull the plug. So what do you think? Like, open the log file via Samba using Tailscale and the IP address. Oh, I don't know the IP address. What was it? Was it 186? I'm on my phone. Ugh. I'd have to get it on my laptop and try and do it. I think even if I unplug it, like, isn't it going to be the same problem? Well, we may be debugging this next weekend. What I was going to say is what I'm going to do is when I get up there, for one, on my laptop, I'm no longer using Streamlabs OBS, which may help because Streamlabs does bloat things a bit. So that may help. I'm also going to check my upload speed and adjust my bit rate accordingly because it's possible that I'm not getting great upload speed and that maybe changing the bit rate would help. Does it stay up long enough to reboot host? Maybe if I changed the page that I'm looking at. I think it has stayed up. Like sometimes it'll stay up for a little while and then it'll go, and sometimes it'll stay up and then it'll go. The VPN stuff outside of Home Assistant, so you can get Home Assistant when stuff like this happens. Trying to critical things out of Home Assistant. Yeah. I didn't think anything. I did not in my wildest dreams imagine that we were going to break something like this. Not at all. I know we already saw it once, but I think this deserves a second. And actually probably one of these. Oh, I hope you guys think I'm even just this much as funny as I think I am. Yeah, connection lost again. Well, if we go to settings and we go to system, isn't it funny that it's letting me do this? And we go to, I don't even know where to go to reboot the host now. Is it system health? Core? Critical miss animation? I need one. In the top right has reboot host. Overflow in the top right. Hardware. Okay. Thank you, Jesse. All right. Well, it held up for a little bit. Let's see if that's the place. Let's see what happens there. New Home Assistant update setting, then top right. Okay. We got there. We got there. System setting, hardware overflow. Got it. Thank you, Jesse. And everybody else. Yeah. So we're gonna fix the streaming from the Hobbit House one way or another. If it's a problem with trying to do like a whole stream setup with my animations and restream and stuff, I know it has worked pretty well when I was just on my phone. So we may do, when I'm up there, we may just do streams just from the phone. I'll put that thing around my neck and just do it again. Yeah, it is the Home Assistant Yellow, Jesse. It is the Home Assistant Yellow. That Raspberry Pi 4, that's the Pi 4 module or whatever they call it, right? That's in there. So that's what it is. It's rebooting longer. We've all been there. Thank you, Joshua. I do this for you guys. I do this so that we can all feel the community of home assistantness. I love it. I actually do love it. This is fun for me still. It's nice that this is not mission critical, right? Although it could be, because like the hot water heater is connected to this. Oh no, the hot water heater is actually connected to the Shelly app. I could go to the Shelly app and so it is good to have cloud connected stuff. No edits. Open circuit voltage can be used to assess whether your panels are working nominally. The open circuit voltage reading should be similar to what is listed on the panels. What would it be? So if they were not working, did you mean normally, or is nominally the right term? The open circuit voltage. So it would be the open circuit voltage versus like the loaded voltage or something. Would stream 7020 help the upload rates? Probably, Tony. And that's something else I might have to do up there. Yep. Going to snip that portion out and use this to blackmail you. So it's good to have cloud connection stuff. And just the soundbite. So it's good to have play that, and then Travis will never talk to me again. If open circuit voltage is different than what is listed, you may have a bad panel or cell. Okay. I use the Shelly Cloud and other cloud services, redundant backup. It seemed to work. Nominally is the correct rocket science term. See, I thought it might be. So nominal meaning that like their nominal voltage, right? Like the voltage that they should all add up to, and that should be standard. But the open circuit voltage, how do they measure that? What's it measuring? It can't be getting information from each panel. They're like paired up at the top. The maximum voltage without the current load. Okay, so if there's a load, then some of the panels will flake out. That's what you're saying. Okay. All right, so now this is going to be the big moment of truth. We're going to go here and we're going to look at some of these. We'll see if that did it. Oh, now none of them are. Oh, they're all still here. Micro inverters. Oh, I don't have micro inverters. I have macro. The macro inverter. Why do I talk like that sometimes? It's not cool, man. Knock it off. If you have a string of 10 panels, multiply open circuit voltage by one panel by 10, different than the panels. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like those shouldn't be there too. But you know what? I wonder if it's kind of a compare to save the content of the files newer. Please compare your version with the. They look the same to me. All right, well, we're going to sit here and wait and see if it could be that this was not related. Oh, so what I was thinking when you say like they shouldn't be there, maybe it's like MQTT sensors, when they get kind of in limbo. If the old fashioned MQTT, I don't even know if it's old or new, but whatever, when they were MQTT discovered and then they would go away, or sometimes you'd have multiple ghost things show up. Hopefully if/when, we're going to give this a few minutes to see if rebooting the host did the trick. And then I'll start adding some of these back in. They may be reading from history. Who knows? Oh, let's go look at the logs. Yeah. Let's go look at the logs. Oh, wait, this is all in new place now. So, well, this doesn't show errors though here, right? This new logbook doesn't show errors. So the errors are still going to be in the settings. Check the logs. Logs. Initialization error, timeout. I don't know what device that is. Water heater, integration, not ready, cannot connect. Okay. That's food prep. That's another food prep. Oh, that's another. Oh, that's from the view. So that's the Emporia. Okay, so that's nothing. And the Alexa API. Oh, that's nothing. I guess once it's fixed, now there's no more issues. Is that what we're saying? Boot loop defeated. Thanks for the fast order filament. You're welcome, Nicholas. My new DrZzs is coming in the mail on Tuesday. Thanks for Quinder for all you both do. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. Casario, how you doing? Matthew, I'm out. Sad mate, missing the rest of the stream. Have to pick up a kiddo. Hey, thanks for being here, Matthew. Have a great afternoon, buddy. Yeah, Nicholas, might as well say for a second. So since Nicholas brought up the order, so we have stock. I got my big bushel delivery from China, and it's been wonderful. We've probably filled. I'll probably still have to pack 100 more boxes tonight and get them shipped out. But that should get us all caught up for a little while. We're already out of the. Well, I said this earlier, but for those of you that weren't on at that point, I didn't have a lot of external antennas, but they're coming. External antenna quads, but those are coming. More are coming. I think the regular quads are out now. The regular onboard antenna quads are out. And the Ethernet quads I still have. And then I still have Unos, I think, of all kinds, at least a little bit of them. Let's see the midnight data. Yeah, so it hasn't changed since, it's just historic, 419. So it hasn't changed since that whole fiasco started. Okay, so slowly, what can I do to make that? Yeah, let's go right back on that horse, baby. Come on, Rob. You know it. That's where I'm going. Gotta get back on that horse. Okay, so let's do get rid of. Well, I will uncomment. Let's start with uncommenting just one. Maybe, does this, how often, let's go back to this document here. How often, so this is outputting every second, right? That shouldn't be too much, right? Get rid of that open circuit voltage. And the other one I'm going to keep out, I don't think it would do it, but I'm going to keep out the this charge state for now. What I really want, we're going to do one at a time. What I really need, let me think, what would be the most important, the absolute most important is this one, the battery voltage. That is Dr. Icarus. The battery voltage is the most important because I am using that as a surrogate for a lot of things, because if it gets low, I know what that means. And if it's staying at a certain level, I also know what that means, right? It's charging. I do have a battery. It's the battery. This is my solar battery system. So I have solar, batteries, backup generator. Oh yeah. How's it going, Lewis? All right. We're going to do one at a time. The GitHub project only does, then skips Okay. Well, I'm going to skip several others too. I'm torn about restarting a lot of times because it seemed like the boot loop started when we restarted. But let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do this. However, I have hardly ever, in fact, I don't think on this one I've made a backup. I don't think I have made a backup on this. So let's go here and backups. Oh, it does do a backup 3 days ago. Oh, that's awesome. 3 days ago. Well, we're going to create one right now. Wow, I don't need all these. Oh, so some of these are just certain things. Okay, we're going to create a backup. We're just going to create a full backup right now. Pre-Modbus, we're going to call it. Although it's not really pre-Modbus, because I already uncommented those. But anyways, this will be good. See ya, Yona. Have a good night. Good luck not destroying anything. Have fun storming the castle. I know how it goes. So, like Icarus with a parachute. This, so here's a funny thing. The other day, somebody said something and about, I don't know if it's going to be that funny. I'll tell it another time. Been a busy extended public holiday weekend, which is catching up with me. I'm going to call it a night. See ya, Tony. Have a good night. Watching on a phone, but was the sensor section indented correctly? It looked to be too far to the left. Oh, Craig, I think that might have just been the commented. That might have been because it was commented. But let's check. Let's check. Let's go look at VS Code and check it before we do it too far. And maybe because the way that I uncommented it, maybe it didn't line up after. So let's check it. Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. Nice catch. Because it should be like that, shouldn't it? I think that's how it's supposed to be. Yes, good catch, you guys, both of you. Off Pisty and who else? And Craig, thank you very much. Can you send a command to charge from grid, like when electricity is cheap or your solar won't fill it? I cannot. I don't have a grid to be able to do that. So I've been reading the manuals on these components, and there are a lot of variables, a lot of settings. So whether you can manually flip a switch, you probably can, but virtually I think you could as well, but it's going to totally depend on your system, how you do it. I can't do it, but I don't have a grid, so it doesn't matter to me. Getting out of boot loop remotely. Yay. Good job, guys, by the way. Good job getting out of the boot loop remotely. Okay, so now that this is fixed, we're going to save that, and we are now going to restart Home Assistant. Again, we've made a backup, which I will, actually, before we do that, we still need to download that backup locally here. Backup 3 minutes ago. Right here, and we're going to download this. Wait, reload, upload. Huh? Download backup. That's what I want to do. Downloading backups over Navigator will take some time. It's recommended to use your local URL instead. Do I want to continue? I don't have much choice. How much time could it take? And we're going to do it. I don't know where to put it. We're going to put it here. We'll see how long it's going to take. Nabu Casa connection is no good. Yeah, maybe it won't take much. It should be pretty small. I don't have very much in there. Needing the IP address of the device. I've used advanced IP scanner to show the IP addresses of everything on a particular network. Ooh. Cyber Prepper, is that just an app like on your phone or something? Put it on the desktop. 390, that's nothing. Connection lost. Did you see that? do you think we're really back in the boot loop? If we're back in the boot loop, it's something else. It's something else. And I wonder if, well, we're not losing power to the whole thing. Say, I wonder if there's some like instability in the power, because I am having some trouble with that occasionally up there. No QoS, so connection is lost during uploading. Oh, it's still downloading. Okay, so maybe what it did, maybe what Nabu Casa is doing is, instead of allowing me to be connected and have the download, it's just prioritizing the download and putting my remote connection to Home Assistant on the back burner. Yeah, there it goes. So it downloaded. Great. And we're back up. Okay, sweet. Okay, I think we're ready to try a restart again. If you got fingers, cross them. Ouch. Okay, see if we start a boot loop again. Oh, sorry. Load the full log this time. Oops, I should have done that. Do your gas generator have an auto start if the batteries are low? Yes, Lewis, they do. They do. And I have checked that. I've tested it twice. Not only does, well, right now, I have it connected to the inverter, and the inverter has a means of measuring the battery voltage. And if the battery voltage gets too low, it kicks on the generator. Because the only reason the battery would get that low is if it is unable to charge from the solar panels, at least fast enough to keep up with whatever the load is. So if my wife's up there, she's running everything in the house and 6 hair dryers and stuff, then maybe the generator's going to kick on. But what I am also going to do is I'm going to just run a parallel connection and go to the dry contacts on a Shelly, because I want to have a button on my Home Assistant that I can turn on and turn off the generator. Because sometimes, like, if I know that I'm going to do a bunch of load on the house, like I know we're going to turn on the hot water heater. I know we're going to turn on the jacuzzi, whatever. And so I know that the batteries are going to go, I might as well just turn on the generator. So if I can remotely on Home Assistant, click a button, turn on the generator, and then when I'm done, I turn it off. Golden, right? It says flag value. Is that your generator in? My generator's not hooked up to this particular machine, but there is that aux1. It is that aux1. Maybe what I could do is hook it up to this machine, and then I could do it that way, because it's hooked up to the aux connections on a different controller, on a different module that interfaces between the charge controller and the inverter. I don't even remember what it's called. But it's got the dial, and it takes input from the inverter and from the controller, and gives you all the information on a screen, and you can make some adjustments there. But she's asleep, Mazuma, so we're safe. Okay, let's see if we can go back into our settings, our developer tools, and check our midnight. And the battery voltage was what we were really looking for, right? Battery voltage, 54. And how current is that? 2 minutes ago. Okay. And these others, they haven't changed in 30 minutes. This one changed 3 minutes ago. Okay, good. So this one's working now, and the battery voltage is 54. Bingo. Bingo. Try the precision setting from the sample to see if you can get the decimal accuracy back. Okay. And so precision is the decimal places? Is that what that is? What is this? Oh, it's just check configuration. Okay. It's not giving your decimal because it's not a float. I think we should set it to float. I bet if we set it to float, I bet if we just said, let's try this. I want to take out the scale, and no, because it did say you needed to scale it, didn't it? What is this now? If this was a float, because if this was giving us a float, it wouldn't ask us to divide it by 10, right? It wouldn't. I mean, because it would. It's not giving us a float. It's giving us an integer. So we do need the precision. Okay, I'm back on track with thinking that this is the right thing to do. Let's give it 1 decimal place. Referenced what? Let's try that. You know what I wasn't doing any of those times we were doing the restart was I wasn't checking things. That's fine. I wasn't doing the check to see if I don't even know where to. Oh, I'll do it there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, developer tools at the top. Okay, I didn't do this. Float is what Home Assistant will store the value as. It's giving you that times 10. Let's try it this way, because that number, when we didn't tell it, I guess I don't know how does Home Assistant handle a float if it's not told that it's a float? Does it automatically change it to an integer? Because that would explain what we saw, but that doesn't explain why that thing. The Modbus is coming in as an integer times 10. Okay, so we'll leave it. Precision will do it. I don't think the configuration will be able to convert the value based on its input type. Okay. Well, we'll see what this gives us. If this gives us the right thing, then we're golden. If this gives us the right thing, then we need to make a gauge card. What time did I start streaming? You guys know how long I've been going? I'm not tired, actually. I mean, I'm tired. Like, I could always take a nap. It's Sunday afternoon. But I'm actually good. Believe it or not. Rob, what have you been up to? So here's a funny story. I know I said I was going to tell a funny story, and I didn't tell the funny story, but this funny story I'm going to tell. So in our church, they give us assignments. Everybody gets different assignments. So big surprise, they asked me to kind of help doing the technical stuff because we broadcast some of the meetings so people can watch them when they can't come to church. Blessed COVID. So we're going to finish soon, baby. You can hang out with me. And there's some Dr. Pepper in there. And if there's not, then you can. Oh, you want my phone?
Yeah.
You want to spend some money?
Yeah.
You turkey. Go ahead. Wait, what? Come on. Kiss or something. Okay. So anyways, I have to do the technical support stuff, which means I had my laptop there and I was connected to the Zoom meeting account and I had the webcam and we were watching the Sunday school class and so there's probably, I don't know, 50 people or so in this room, fairly close quarters, and I was listening, but I was also surfing because that's what you do in modern society. So I was Googling this stuff actually, and I was looking at that. I was looking at this ESP32 project that we started dealing with. I don't remember how long ago it was back here. This thing. So if you go to this guy's wiki and you go to the, there's a page here. Thank you, baby. Where was I? Somewhere in here, there's a link to one of Rob's videos. Maybe it was the Home Assistant one. Maybe it's this one. No, it must be this. Yeah, this. And I did not catch this part that said video tutorials, and I just clicked this. So as soon as I clicked this, I get this. Well, I didn't get an ad, fortunately. Well, if I would have got an ad, that actually would have been maybe a little bit better. I didn't get an ad, what I got instead was today on the hookup, we're going to be looking at da 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 da. And I'm like trying to mute, you know, because it's like out loud for everybody to hear. Oh my gosh. So that was everybody in my Sunday school class got that message today, Rob. Today on the hookup, we're going to talk about Moses. Oh, man. Okay, let's see where we're at, because I think we should have finished our restart over here, and this is burning out my retinas. So we're going to go over here, somewhere else. Oh, that's a fine picture. We're just going to keep that picture up there so we know what we're talking about. All right. Here, there, there. What? Oh, there. There it is. We got it. Okay. So that is the correct, that is the way we want it. And that's enough accuracy. One decimal point is plenty of accuracy for me. And to just go back and look at what the final thing looks like, that's what we'll look at. So there's what we ended up with. So we ended up with a scale and a precision of 1 to get the right numbers and get it in the right place. Today was Deborah and Gideon. Thank you, Francisco. I think we were actually at the moment talking about, we were in that, we were mentioning Gideon, but what the heck were they? Actually, you know what? I don't know what they were talking about at that moment, because I was looking at something I shouldn't have been instead of paying attention. I've only been on for 107 minutes. Okay, well then I can keep going. Oh, not for very long. We'll get it. We're going to get it wrapped up here. So what we're going to do now, let's, for the sake of doing something from start to finish with Home Assistant that ends up being useful, let's go to my front page here and let's do a new graph. We're going to add a card. We're going to add a graph card. I don't want a history graph. Why? I thought Home Assistant had an official graph. Yeah, there was. What? Oh, gauge. Dummy. It's all, what words? They're all G words. What's the big deal? Battery voltage. Let's do this. Yep, we want this in volts. Oh, you can change the theme specific. I haven't done that before. So the minimum is actually going to be, we're going to make the minimum 47. If these batteries get down to 47 volts, we are in trouble. And the maximum is going to be 58. Display as a needle gauge. Oh, that's cool. Maybe. Now let's define the severity. Oh, so the needle or no needle. Oh. Ooh, do I want the needle or do I not want the needle? I kind of like it. I kind of like it without the needle. But yes, we want to define the severity. So red is going to be actually the bottom. So we want red. Wait, why does it say that? There's no decimal there. Dang it. Okay, we'll play with that in a minute. The low end, we want it to be 48. Wait, no. We want it to be until, let's say, we'll say 49. Yellow, 51. I don't understand this. Green. Oh, because this number is way wrong. What the heck? Is that how this works? I don't understand this. I've not done this. What the heck? Min and max are still small. Oh, that's right. Well, why is it messed up like that? Okay. I don't want that. I mean, anything above, but we're gonna try this. So anything above like 52 is gonna be great. Anything below 50 is gonna be yellow, and anything below 49 is gonna be red. Oh, look at that. It's messed up now. It's changed. It changed. Huh. You know what's coming, don't you? Somehow now it's not getting the right value. Does not have a unique ID, therefore it is settings cannot be configured. What in the blazes? Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. That's the wrong entity. That's the wrong entity. That is the wrong entity. We're going to fix this. See, we all make mistakes. That's why I'm here, so everybody can feel good about making mistakes. Midnight battery voltage. Midnight battery voltage. Ándale. Eso. Eso. I'm actually going to make the maximum like 56, so it doesn't look quite so big. And then we want green. We'll make the maximum 57. We want green to be anything above like 52. And this one going to be anything above 50. And red. Oh, red. How's that going to work? I don't understand. Okay, that's better. That's better. We can test it. Let's test it. Let's test the gauge card by going to, oh, this makes me warm and happy inside. We're going to go to developer tools. We're going to go to the states page. We're going to pick that battery and we're going to just fudge the voltage for a minute. We're going to fudge this voltage and we're going to tell it that it's 48.5 volts temporarily. We're going to set the state to there and good. It's red. Perfect. And then we're going to go back. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to go pick that one in the middle. What did I say was in the middle? Like, let's say 52 maybe, or 50, 51, I think is going to be yellow, right? Perfect. Okay. Great. Great. So now I guess that'll stay that way until the next time that reports, which is 4 seconds ago. So there it is. It fixed it. Yay. Okay. Man, oh man, we did it. Okay, hey, time to go to bed. Good luck sorting it all out. John, you missed it. I hope you didn't go to bed. You missed it. You missed it. Yeah, Jalal, you're right. I had the value wrong there. That's the old entity. Need the, yep. You guys are already telling me the wrong sensor. Look how long ago you guys told me the wrong sensor. Good job. Good job. Screaming at your screen, throwing things at me for the last 10 minutes. Okay, it's time to sign off, everybody. That was fun. That was fun. We did a great job. Look at this beautiful thing I have on my. This is amazing.
It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off.
Pat yourselves on the back. Blade, how's it going, buddy? I am about to get off the stream, but I have a few minutes. I'm using OBS. Do you want to test anything? And no ESP32 in between. That's right, Quindor. You were right. You said Modbus. The stream went well, actually. I mean, Twitch chat's coming through. Some of the StreamBot stuff is coming through because it's ReStreamBot. I think we have to do some work to relink some of the Discord stuff. But I'll stay on for a couple minutes while we're kind of doing sign-off thing here. And you want to run a few tests? Do you want to test anything and see what's working, what's not working? Looks like Nightbot is still here. WebSocket before we can test things. Okay. Then I'll have to go back through and do that part. So, I'm gonna go say hi to. We're gonna sign off. I'm gonna go say hi to the missus for a minute, and then maybe you and I can catch up in a little while. Okay. Nice stream. Enjoyed the troubleshooting. Thank you, Joshua. That was a good time. We did a good thing, guys. We did a really good thing. So we now have our solar battery stuff up here. I can get the information in Home Assistant. Isn't that awesome? You guys are like, yeah. Oh, Dad. Oh, wait, that's great. Okay, how are we gonna sign off today? Oh my gosh, your headphones match your shirt. They totally do. Okay, how are we gonna sign off today? Oh, you'll be playing World of Warcraft. Okay, well, maybe I'll join you then. But not for a bit. How long are you gonna play? Okay, many good tips, Nmap, Modbus, etc. I know Sir Goodenough's gonna be so sad he missed it, but he's gonna go back through it and watch it and put the little time things on there because he's a stud and I don't pay him nearly enough, which means I don't pay him anything. But if I did pay him, it still wouldn't be enough. All right, ready to sign off. How about we sign off like happy people who are having a great summer? Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Okay, guys, we'll see you next week from the Hobbit house. And have a great week. Be safe. Bye-bye. You love that I say Hobbit? I do too. I like Hobbits. Okay.